Welcome to Primetime Sport. The Springboks have returned from New Zealand following yesterday's disappointing 29-15 loss to the All Blacks. The International Rugby Board has confirmed that French referee Romain Poit was wrong in his decision to give Bismarck du Plessis his first yellow card. But the Boks believe they have no option but to move on and focus on winning their remaining 2 Rugby Championship matches. Captain John de Villiers says they still have a chance of winning the tournament, but they will have to improve if they are to lift the title. In the Absa Premiership today, league leaders SuperSport United dropped their first points of the season against Mpumalanga Black Aces, while Golden Arrows beat newbies Polokwane City for their first win of the season. In Mpumalanga, Aces got the breakthrough just before half-time when Mabuti Kanyeza scored his first goal for the club, but in the 79th minute, SuperSport levelled the scores through David Matabula as they shared the spoils in a 1-1 draw. And in Polokwane, Golden Arrows broke the deadlock just after the hour mark through Pilani Shange. 8 minutes later, Tanduyise Kuboni doubled Arrows' lead from the penalty spot. With 10 minutes to go, Marfat Mdluli pulled one back for the home side, but Arrows held on for a 2-1 win.
Penalty converted.
That wraps up your sport this weekend. Back to you, Amy. You're watching Newsday Sport. Good afternoon. Bafana Bafana and Nigeria resume their continental rivalry tonight. The teams contest the 19th edition of the Nelson Mandela Challenge in Durban.
Bafana Bafana coach Gordon Egerson has had to contend with a lot of withdrawals from his squad.
South Africans featured in today's shortened program at the IAAF World Championships. Khotso Mokoena qualified for the long jump final, hoping to resurrect the form that saw him win silver at the 2009 Championships in Berlin. He jumped 8.16 meters to post the second best distance of the qualifying stage. Also through from today's program is Johan Cronje. He qualified for the 1,500 meter semi-finals.
Well, just a little short.
That's a wrap from the sports desk. Let's check in on the weather with Candice. This training camp is the first of 2 planned by coach Heineke Meyer ahead of the June international season, when the Boks will host Italy, Scotland and Samoa. Last year, Meyer had a limited time to work with his frontline stars after the Super Rugby season, and 2013 will be no different. The injury list, meanwhile, keeps getting longer and longer. Scrum half Jano Vermaak is the latest casualty. The Boks already have a number of stars nursing injuries like Skalk Burger, Bismarck du Plessis and Francois Hougaard. But that has opened the door to some exciting youngsters. Robert Eberson, Peter Steph du Toit and Kobus Reinach have now been given a chance to soak up the Bok atmosphere. Bafana Bafana's arrival in Cape Town has been overshadowed by the withdrawal of star centre-back Siyabonga Sangweni from the squad. Sangweni scored 2 goals at the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations, but has been ruled out of the qualifier against Central Africa Republic due to injury. It's a massive blow for Gordon Egerson's men, who are already without left-back Tsepo Masilela, as they look for their first win in the bid to qualify for the 2014 World Cup.
I mean, even the players that have been, replaced with, we've got Thabo Langeman, a couple of them to mention. Those are good players, obviously disappointed not to see, like Kumalo, Mpela and Pa, but that's not going to discourage us, we just have to look forward into the game.
Bafana's World Cup qualifying campaign got off to the worst possible start, drawing their opening 2 matches. Now they have to play catch-up to first place Ethiopia and their opponents on Saturday, the Central African Republic, who were second.
We always have to win our home games. I think it's very vital, especially because conditions are always so difficult in Africa. And so I think we know the reality of the situation, and we want to go out and give a good account of ourselves and definitely try and come away with 3 points.
Bafana arrived in Cape Town without 4 of their players. Sianda Kulu, Dino Ndlovu, May Mahlangu and Sangweni's replacement Eric Matoho make up the rest of the squad. Julia Stuart, Cape Town.